We are at Wymering Manor, not only the oldest house, but the oldest building in all of Portsmouth. From the outside, it may seem like a normal house, but things aren't always as they seem. Although most of the current structure dates back to the 16th century, records show the first owner of Wymering Manor was King Edward the Confessor in 1042. Then after the Battle of Hastings, it fell into the hands of King William the Conqueror until 1084. Wymering Manor obviously has an ancient heritage, but how did it earn its reputation as one of England's most haunted places? I went to meet Jonathan, a volunteer at the house, to find out more about the eerie tales this manor holds. If you could tell us a bit about the history of the house and why it's so special to people.
What's interesting about Wymering Manor is it's a 3-storey timber frame building. That makes it quite significant in the area. We think it's built around 1581, making it an Elizabethan house. And as such, that makes it the most important building in the area, and it's the oldest house.
So there's been talks of the house being haunted by some people, so why do people think it's haunted, basically?
I think Wymering catches the imagination because it's an old, deserted building. And any building that's got any age, particularly one that is a little bit run down on the outside, and for a while the house was boarded up, and I think that just captures the imagination where people think what is going on inside. But for ages, people have often thought something sinister is happening inside this dilapidated old manor house.
What sort of events happen at the house?
Well, a broad range of activities. Anything from open days, where we can attract 400 people over a weekend. We do ghost tours, because it's a great location, it's a great setting for it. And of course, the thing that all people ask about are ghost hunts, where we actually look for paranormal activity. So that happens at least once a week. There's been lots and lots of stories. And obviously the ghost hunters, when they come here, they detect all sorts of stuff, from strange knocking to voices to footsteps to being affected by some of the darker spirits that are said to reside in the basement, for example. Now, however you think about ghost hunting, there's enough evidence in terms of those experiences they have on a regular basis to suggest that something's going on.
Okay, thank you very much. Is it okay if we go take a look at the house now?
Yes, by all means, go and have an explore of the whole location.
With this rich history, it's no surprise perhaps that Wymering Manor should be haunted. Its reputation has drawn paranormal investigators from around the UK and was a featured location for the histrionics of Britain's most haunted TV show. Sightings of up to 18 ghosts, ranging from a lady in a violet dress to a child's whisper, have been reported over hundreds of years. Looking further into history, it was also known that in the top room of the manor, a little girl was locked in the room for weeks after catching the Black Death, in which she then died in the room. Her crying is said to be heard from that room on a frequent occasion. It goes without saying, Wymering Manor is a great location to investigate. Okay, so we've seen all that the house has to offer. As to whether or not it's haunted, that's for you to decide. But the conspiracy lives on.